Okay, next off, fitting the handlebars, we need to take off the faceplate of the head stem. 6mm Allen key. Remove that, try not to drop all the screws. Seat the bars into the head stem. And just start all of the bolts. Making sure that the knurled section in the centre of the bars is nice and even inside the head stem. And that the faceplate is evenly tightened so that you've got the same gap here and underneath the stem as well. Don't go overboard and try and tighten one screw all the way. Just sequence it opposite bolts at a time, just 1/8 of a turn. So it's nice and firm. Most bikes, when they're delivered, the headsets are packed for shipping. They will be too tight, so we need to relieve the pressure on the bearings in the headset. To do that, we have 2 pinch bolts on the side of the head stem. And to release both of those, $5mm Allen key into the centre bolt of the stem, which is a compression bolt. Just back that off till it's loose. So everything just moves. Now, as we tighten this up, we want to be able to feel the point where those spaces stop moving. There we go. Perfect. Once we've got that tension correct, straighten the wheel to the handlebars and redo your pinch bolts on your head stem. Much better. Next we'll go on to the front brake assembly. For shipping, the pads are just set straight up and down so they can fit them in nice and easy. So you need to release both your brake pads. Now these are directional. There's a curve to the brake pad, so you have to make sure that it's not upside down and its curve follows that of the rim. Using one hand to pull the brake arm against the rim, just make sure that you've got a couple of mil gap between top of the pad and the rim. Just tighten that up. Repeat to the other side. Done. Now we just need to connect the brake. As you can see, it's already installed at the factory. We put the lead pipe through the brake arm, dust cover on, and way too much lever throw for the front brake. Backing off the pinch bolt, bring the brakes back together against the rim, and just tighten that up. Give the lever a few good squeezes. Then we can see how our brakes are situated. As you can see, left hand arm is moving more than the right, so we need to balance that out. by using our balance screw. So that we've got even amount of tension on both. As you can see, you end up with a bit of rub, stock standard. One bikes are shipped with a little bit of a buckle in the wheel. Most of these buckles can be taken out in the stand. There's no need to actually remove the wheel. So all we do, spinning the wheel, we can see on this brake pad the point where the rim is coming over and contacting the pad. What we need to do there is just add a bit of tension to the spokes pulling to the opposite side of the rim. So if the rub is on this brake pad, we need to tighten in that area the spokes going to the opposite side of the hub. So I can feel that there where it's starting to rub. And just a quarter of a turn. On a few of those spokes in that area. And that's it, no rub. Perfect. Don't get carried away and try and do 2 or 3 turns in the first go, it'll just make the problem worse. When you're finished with the brake cable, just tuck it away behind the spring and the attachment bolt. Just keeps it out of the way, it just looks a lot neater.